Hey everyone, welcome back to the Notable Readers.
And happy Thanksgiving. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Philip,
We're two friends who love diving into books.
talking plots, characters, themes, and everything in between.
So grab a cozy spot and a warm drink and let's get reading. So now we're going to be doing our drink of the day. Philip, what's your drink?
I have a dragon fruit lemon drop from Einstein Bros Bagels.
Period.
Chloe, what's your drink?
I have a breezeberry Alani and water.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So now we're going to be moving into our current reads. Chloe, what's yours?
So,
It's so funny. What happened?
oh my God, my throat. You go, Chloe, what's yours? Okay, anyway. So my current read is The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is actually my Fable November book club book. So go read. The review will be posted on Sunday of this book. I actually have to finish it. But I'm like halfway. I'm more than halfway through. I have like this bottom part left. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun reading it. It's really cute. Not much else to say. I'm really enjoying it. Go read with me for this last week. Well, you have like 2 days after this is posted, so more like one day, but still read this book. I recommend. Philip, what's your current read?
So one of my current reads that I finished was The Midnight Library, which was my book club book. Um, I'm not gonna give my review. You have to watch my YouTube video for that. Shameless plug. And my actual current read, which I'm still working on, is Buckeye by Patrick Ryan. I have a script that I wrote on my thoughts. So, I'm on page 73, which there's like 800 some pages in this book. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna get through it. I'm surprised at how much I like it because I read memoirs and thrillers, so this is not in my forte. Um, there's like a tension building at least where I am. It's subtle, but you know it's there. Like I know something's about to pop off. Maybe it's a gun because they're in like the military times. Maybe not. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, that was it.
So now we're going to be talking about our November book of the month, which is 107 Days by Kamala Harris. Just a warning, we are going to be talking about politics in this because obviously it's Kamala Harris. She ran for presidency for 2024. So it is political. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna read the summary real quick for you guys. Your Secret Service code name is Pioneer. You are the first woman in history to be elected Vice President of the United States. On July 21st, 2024, your running mate Joe Biden announces that he will not be seeking re-election. The presidential election will occur on November 5th, 2024. You have 107 days.
So now we're going to be moving on to what we would tell people before reading the book. So like, and by that I mean like you have to go into it. I guess I'll start since I can't really explain it. I kind of have to just discuss it. So I'll start. So what I mean by that is like when you read the book, obviously it's about Kamala Harris, but I feel like anybody could read it, like regardless of your political views, you can read it because it's not like I mean, yes, she does diss people, what any memoir disses people. But so yes, fair, but like also it's like history. Kamala is the first person and first woman to run in 107 days. Because typically they like
Yes.
prep for this for years. They have like years of preparation.
Yeah.
So you can read it. It's history. I'm waiting for this to be in textbooks because COVID's already in textbooks, so this one's next. But like you have to go into it knowing that like she really struggled with this one because she had such a time like another former president had longer time to figure out who he wanted as his running mate. He had options. He had like he was weighing his options months prior, and Kamala didn't really get all that time. She really had time. The second she got the phone call that she was running for president, they like already had things made for her. Like they were ready for this. They were prepared.
Mm,
But I think you have to look at it
mm,
more as like a history book than more of a political book, in my opinion.
yeah.
Also, this back cover, minus the barcode, like that's such a good picture.
Somebody reading this book, I would try to like tell them how you have to remember that it's not because let me try to phrase this correctly. I remember
Cancelled.
saying like on like TikTok and stuff, especially like when the book first came out and it was really, everybody's excited, whatever. I would see the comments being like, "Oh, she's just gonna say how she was just done wrong or she's right in all these scenarios and blah blah blah." And it's like she for one didn't do that in the book. I feel like she did. There were moments where she said like, "Oh, I could have done this better. I wish I could have done more," or like something like this. But then also like it's her book. It's about herself. Like if I wrote a book, like I know I would talk about myself being like, I don't think I did anything wrong. Like, hello, it's me. So I feel like you like
Literally my book. That's literally my memoir that I'm writing.
exactly.
It's just about me not taking any accountability for anything I've
Yeah.
done.
So I just feel like you have to remember like this is her perspective. It's not like even though Philip was saying like, oh, it goes in the textbooks, but it's not like a this on this percent did this. Like it's not like a factual book. It's based on her life and her story and like her feelings and stuff. So I think you have to remember it's not like obviously it is about politics, but it's also just how she felt.
History and how she felt.
Yes, during the politics. Like it's not really like it's more of like how she decided to run everything, how she wanted to do everything, compared to being like I'm better than you and like all this. Like no, like you just have to I don't yeah. If that makes any sense at all. I'm basically just saying you have to remember that this is her telling her story. Emphasis on her story. Not saying the story of everybody else or trying to say the story of how it went in like factual statistic way. Like no, it's just her how she felt during the whole process. I feel like that's important to remember. So now we're going to be talking about our favorite like behind the scenes moments of just like stuff that we didn't expect and everything. So for me, I would say it was like really surprising that, well, it's not surprising, but it's just so interesting to me. This is so random, but like the transportation, like the jets, or like when she was trying to interview people for the vice president, like who was going to be vice president and all that, and she would pick them up from the random locations, and then like the girl, I forgot the lady's name, but like with the truck that's old, so like the reporters wouldn't think it's them, wouldn't think it's like a part of the government because like her truck is just old and random. I just like
That's
those
funny.
moments because it kind of reminded me of like Scandal or Criminal Minds where they have to be undercover. So I felt like I was in the CIA. Like, is that right? Yeah. I
Yeah,
felt
you're
like
right.
but like I felt like I was undercover too. I was like, wait, I'm learning these secrets. Like, can I do anything with them? Absolutely not. But it was interesting to learn because it's just like but like it's about it, but it's interesting figuring out like the thought process behind it and like okay who's gonna pick this guy up like and then who's gonna pick this person up and what location what time like all that it felt just very like spy movie coded. I know this is real life but to me it was a movie so yeah that's mine.
Okay. So for mine, I actually have three. One was the whole brat. Two of them are from the beginning of the book, and one of them is like towards the middle-ish end, I
Mhm.
think. I don't remember. I read this book over a month ago, so I could literally be making the third one up. But the first two I remember so vividly. So the first one when she was like, I'm running for president, and the first person to endorse me was Charlie XCX with
Oh
the
yeah.
Brat album. And then the whole all all my social medias went from like Kamala to like green and black Kamala, like the Kamala H headquarters.
Yeah.
For a long time I didn't know what the HQ in that logo stood for.
That's funny.
So embarrassing. But like how her entire like Kamala's brat, like that whole
Yeah.
thing, like that part. I mean, obviously I knew that Charlie XCX endorsed her, but for some reason, reading it in the book, like she's like, "Oh, I am brat." Like
Right, no it was funny like
my second one was my like least favorite behind the scenes was the anchovies on pizza. Like personally, me, if I found out I was going to be president, I would have like had like some like like extravagant ham with like a wine or something like that. No, she got anchovy pizza.
yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Don't really know. And then the third was her SNL appearance when she was like in the media.
Oh yeah.
That one. And then like I watched that part, like the episode, like that part back.
Yeah.
That leaf almost just took my eye out.
Yeah, I
That
saw. That's
was
actually really close.
but like the scene where she's with Maya Rudolph in the SNL skit, and it's like, oh, let me talk to myself in the mirror, and it's like they pan to her. I was like, wait. But the behind the scenes part, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So now we're going to be moving into what the memoir has taught us about resilience, growth, etc. Chloe, would you like to start?
Yes, I can start. So for me, the memoir taught me how, like, even if something's like nearly impossible, really hard to do, to at least try, put your best foot forward. Because obviously, making like a whole election plan and like running a whole election in 107 days is insane. Like that is really crazy to do. But Kamala like put her best foot forward, tried her best, was literally doing stuff every single day to make the election as good as possible in the time span she had. So it really taught me to, even if I have like a short time span or really with anything, to put my best foot forward, even if it's really challenging. And then also another thing it taught me was to like not listen to the haters. I don't really have that many haters. I mean, if somebody starts hating on the podcast, pull up. Just kidding. Just kidding. But also like it taught me to not like listen to outside opinions, especially negative ones. Obviously, like positive ones or like feedback and stuff like that, sure. But like negative ones that are just used to hurt your feelings taught me to ignore those because either way, you're still doing something that's good and you're trying your best. And as long as you're trying your best and putting your best foot forward and being a good person, then that's all that really matters. So, yeah, it taught me to try my best and to do what I want.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. How about you, Philip?
So for me, I feel like mine, obviously, she like had a time lock on her. So like Chloe was saying, like for me, it's like get stuff done on time. Stop procrastinating. If she can run for president in 107 days, and you can do an assignment in 1 hour, like come on, be so for real. Like editing, like I do that in a month when it should take me like probably 5 minutes, not
Yeah.
even that. But I feel like working with like time management, that's what I'm looking for. I feel like this book taught me about time management and how I should make better use of my time to make the most out of it.
Mm.
Okay, so now we're going to be talking about our reviews and our ratings. I pull mine up on Goodreads. It has 5 likes. Just have to flex. I'm basically a Goodreads celebrity now. People see my username and think this he's a celebrity. So I gave 107 Days a 5-star review. I was genuinely moved by 107 Days. Kamala Harris offers an intimate and candid look into her brief 2024 presidential campaign, providing readers with a behind-the-scenes perspective on the challenges and decisions that define those 107 days. Her storytelling is both compelling and reflective, shedding light on the complexities of running for the nation's highest office. What resonated with me was Harris's openness about the hurdles she faced, including her critiques of former President Biden's delayed withdrawal from the race and her choice of a running mate, Tim Walz. These insights offered a rare glimpse into the internal dynamics of a presidential campaign and the difficult choices that come with it. This book also delves into her preparations for the debates, particularly her approach to handling potential personal attacks from another former president. Her strategic mindset and resilience were evident throughout, showcasing her readiness to confront challenges head on. While some may view her reflections as critical, I found them to be a necessary part of understanding the full scope of her campaign experience. 107 Days is not just a political memoir, it's a testament to perseverance, introspection, and the complexities of public service. That's me.
Period. I gave 107 Days by Kamala Harris 4.25 stars. Let me tell you why. I love Kamala Harris. I definitely am biased, so I thoroughly enjoyed the book. It was so interesting learning about the behind the scenes and the hard work that goes into the elections. This book had a great mix of serious and funny tones. Although she spoke about the stress and the work, many moments and one-liners made me laugh. I would have given it 5 stars, but I'm still beat up over her not being elected.
That's not her fault. Why did I
But
give her
I'm
five
still
stars?
emotionally scarred. I'm
I am
still
too,
scarred.
but that's not her fault.
I don't
That's the
care.
idiots. That's
I
the
don't
idiots on the
care.
red team's fault.
I don't care. That was the worst part of the book. Remembering she wasn't elected.
That's so real.
That's my review. So yeah, I honestly really did enjoy the book for real. Like, but it really did hurt my heart because Madam President, save us! Like,
You tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
that's it for this episode of The Notable Readers.
We're Chloe and Philip, and we like bringing you into our book chats.
Follow the podcast as well as our other links so you don't miss our next episode.
And until then,
Happy reading!